Hi, welcome to Get By Make It with Alice, a space where you can get unstuck and move forward with clarity, confidence, and skill building. In the last episode, we talked about the two skills that you need in life: preparation and keeping your eyes and ears open. In this episode, we're going to talk about why smart people work for free strategically. Now, if you're an entrepreneur or if you're working in corporate, I guess it applies more for entrepreneurs because they tend to do a lot of things for free forever. And here's why you shouldn't do that forever. It's okay to work for free and learn or get a customer testimonial. By the way, this video may not apply to you if you're working in corporate and you get paid every Friday or every month in Europe. But if you're looking to work for yourself, this is a key thing that you need to understand about working for free so that you don't get burned out and then you use the working for free for your advantage. So I call it a barter. Some people might call it a martyr. But a barter is you exchange your time for value. So you can exchange your time, your knowledge, your energy. If you are trying to learn something and get to the next step, you can pay for courses, but you can be smart by working for someone who you want to become. So let's say you want to be a multimillionaire. You work for a multimillionaire. You offer your services for free. You learn, you fine-tune your process and your behavior. You don't do that forever. I remember one time for 6 months, I worked for free for a billionaire family. I made an investment and they invested in me. And I learned all the most amazing life skills: how to groom, how to clean my face. I've done all these things. I've learned about 20 skills. It required me to work 15 hours a day. I learned how to meditate for an hour and a half. And I learned so much, although I invested initially $3,000. It was a program that I was doing with this billionaire family. And then they ended up hiring me as a personal assistant in exchange for learning to think and act like a billionaire. Now, I'm not a billionaire yet, but what it taught me was to pay attention to those details. And what's really important is that these opportunities come to you if you're aware and if you're listening. And this is what I talked about in the previous videos, keeping your eyes and ears open. And all the billionaire or not, they've done this. They've worked for free just to learn the behaviors, just to learn how to think. Now, strategically, I'm saying to work for free in a short amount of time because you have to pay bills. And I do believe that you need a coach or a partner or a mentor to help you see your blind spots, to see where you have biases, to see you hold on to disillusionment. And that is where you could be hard on yourself. What are you afraid of? Somebody needs to point that out because that's the thing that keeps getting you stuck. And I believe that the other reason why you should work for free, and smart people do this, is because you can test your skill set. If you're learning information, you're also providing value. You test your coaching program. You ultimately want testimonials and feedback so you can improve. You don't always get this in a classroom. Sometimes you don't have the funds to pay for expensive coaching programs, right? You just want to provide value and you barter. I think when you exchange your time to learn something, it's the most rewarding experience in life. And every smart person I know, and doesn't mean that they're successful at the level of a billionaire, but they are successful in their personal development, in their spirituality. But all the people that I've met that are successful, however they defined it, always provided value, always provided service, charitable giving. They also clean toilets like I have. They've checked coats. I've checked coats at the Harbor Club in New York. They were chauffeurs, they were caddies. They always provided service for free around the people that they wanted to become. And I swear that your environment, your mindset, and your perspective on life changes. You need to be in the environment around those people that you want to become. I remember writing a book called Pretty Girl Complex. It's a story about a Miami-based dancer who becomes a surrogate mother. I'm not a mother and I couldn't write fully from the perspective of a mother, so I hired an editor who gave me a good rate, and she edited my book to make sure that it was authentic and it was told from a mother's point of view. This leads me to the next point, is that if you can't do something for free, give a good rate. It's okay to discount your rate, again, strategically for a short amount of time because you give something in exchange. So I gave the editor a wonderful review and recommendations. Think about strategically where you want to be and be smart about using your time and how you want to get there and who you need to align with so that those people can open doors. Even if they don't, you are prepared for the opportunity. As I mentioned in the previous video, the universe whispers. So pay attention, keep your eyes and ears open, and see what comes along your path next. In the next episode, I'm going to talk about how do you know when to stop giving advice for free, and quite frankly, how to stop giving your time for free. So make sure to check out this one. And if you're enjoying these series on Mindset Reset with Alice, give me a like and hit that subscribe button. We end each episode with do the best that you can every day just to keep light at the end of the day or to inspire you for the day that is coming.